just recently like cut off my hair, mainly because I have like breakage, and also because one side of my hair was already like shorter because my hair was uneven. Because like most of the time I would sleep on my sides, so one side would be shorter than the other.
Do you usually like go to a barber?
Yeah,
Okay. And you get like, what type of haircut do you get?
I usually just get a regular like taper, like a temp.
Okay. So let's talk about unevenness first, because I think this is the simplest problem for us to solve. You need to stop going to the barber or to get just lineups. And I'm gonna tell you my reasoning behind it. A lot of guys come and they say how their hair is uneven, and I ask them why, and they tell me that they go to a barber. 90% of the time, when you're going to these barbers, the main goal of that service is they want you to look better when you exit the chair than when you sat in the chair. Okay? How they do that is, even if you're just asking for like a temp fade and stuff, they're gonna blend from short hair to the long hair. That's their main goal. As long as you look clean when you get out the chair, they're good. They're not thinking about your hair journey 2, 3, 4, 8 months into the future. Okay? So what ends up happening is, as they're trying to get you this nice cut, they are taking off some of that hair, no matter how low that taper is. So the advice I give is, if you want to get a taper, that's fine. But instead, grow all of your hair first. Just get lineups or don't get any tapers at all. Then when you get to 6 months into your hair journey and you get braids for the first time, then you can get your braider to braid everything and part out the section you want cut. That's the first step. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the easy part. That's kind of going to help you with this unevenness. Now, mind you, when you sleep on your sides and stuff, you're naturally going to flatten your hair. So it's going to look like that hair is shorter. But I can tell you the truth that as long as I've been growing out my hair, even if your hair is uneven, when you get your hair trimmed by a professional stylist later on in the future, it doesn't matter. Think of it this way, right? If you're growing out your hair and your hair is 1 inch on the top, and let's say it's half an inch on the side, that looks noticeable. But when you keep growing out your hair, and the hair on top of your head is 10 inches, and the hair on the side of your head is 9.5 inches. Do you think you're gonna notice that?
No.
No. Real quick, do you want a free guide to help you grow your hair? Because if so, great, because I want to give it to you. I made a list of the 6 biggest mistakes that are killing your hair growth right now. So if you want to see some actual progress in your hair journey, go down below in the description, click the link, and download it. It's completely free, free 99. Back to the video. Now, when it comes to fixing the situation with your hair and the breakage and getting your hair to grow, these are the tips that I would give you. Your hair is growing. 9% of people, it's not a growth issue. It is a length retention issue. How do you retain the length of your hair? You need to focus on the 3 M's: moisture, manipulation, and maintenance. What do I mean by moisture? You need to keep your hair moisturized. When your hair is moisturized, your hair is less prone to snapping off. So that means when you're washing your hair, you're doing this once a week, where you do the LCO method. Have you heard me? You've heard me talk about that before, right?
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, yeah. So that kind of goes on to the next step, which is manipulation. So we want to increase moisture, decrease manipulation. So that means if your hands do not need to be in your hair, they shouldn't. Because if you are detangling too often, if you're washing your hair too often, if you're getting styles too often, that's considered manipulation, where that's going to cause your hair to break off. Or you're giving your hair too many chances to snap off. What I would say is, wash your hair once every 5 to 7 days with shampoo, and only on wash day are you going to do that whole shampoo, detangle, LCO method, that type of deal. And then you don't do it until the next wash day, okay? So what do you do in between those days? That's when you're gonna use that spray. So you use rosemary water.
Yeah.
I would take it a step further. I would add in a little bit of leave-in conditioner to that mix, so you don't have to go in with your hands. You're just spraying it. You can either do that every day, or you can do that whenever your hair feels dry. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the moisture and manipulation. The last part is just what I call maintenance. So if you want to increase moisture, decrease manipulation, and you want to establish a maintenance. What do I mean by that? You can't just say to yourself like, oh, I'm not going to detangle my hair out of fear of snapping off my hair, because that's not the way to go. Because if you wait too long, your hair is going to lock up, or you're going to get so much tangles that the next time you detangle, it's going to be harder and you're going to lose more hair. So you want to establish a balance where you're taking care of your hair, you're preventing future problems, and you're also not being too rough with your hair, and you're not doing more than you need to. So detangling once a week, that's fine. Or moisturizing your hair once a week. You don't need to be doing this thing 3 times a week, okay? That's how you establish that balance.
Yeah, all right. And I have a super quick one. Like, how do you feel about like when you have short hair and I want to style it? I usually use a sponge. Like, I use a Twist King. Like, should I stop using that, or?
I'd say stop using it. Like my whole philosophy when it comes to this, you are basically going into the awkward stage right now, okay? Like I would say the first 3 months of your hair journey aren't that bad because your hair is just short. You could kind of just breathe and your hair will grow. But when you get between that 3 to 6 months in your hair journey, you can't really do anything to your hair. After 6 months, you could rely on protective styles. But in that 3 to 6 months, that's where like everything is hard. Like you can't do protective styles. There's not much you can do with your hair. You can't section your hair. So you're really in the trenches. My advice to you would be you need to get out of that as quickly as possible. So if that means that your afro just has to look basic for a couple months, I think that's the play.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, bro.